Media. Yayo was recently on Vlad TV, and he was asked about 50 Cent going at Lloyd Banks and Young Buck. Now they just came off the tour, Victory Lap tour, and 50 took a shot at Buck and Banks due to him selling out tickets versus them selling out tickets. Now Vlad asked Yayo what he think, and Vlad wrote, quote, "I didn't even know he said that." Then he goes to say, "I don't want to get into Banks because Banks is my guy and he really don't like you. With Buck, it's really no smoke. When you look at Buck, everything was kind of more on him." Now here's my thoughts, right? 50 is the type of person that he gonna put you on, right? He put on all his artists. He might be arguably one of the best CEOs of the game, at least back then. Because remember, when he was the biggest artist at the time, he was signing groups like Mobb Deep and MOP and Olivia and Hot Rod and getting behind them versus, Jay, who is one of my favorite artists of all time. Jay assigned you, but he ain't gonna jump in the video, and he may or may not jump on a feature. And 50 recorded a call with Buck where Buck even admitted that he owed 50 money and to help him pay his taxes, and then everything just went downhill from there. It looked like it was miscommunication, and according to Buck said that 50 wanted him to drop his manager, and Buck wouldn't do that, and 50 iced him out, and then they fell out. Buck go to prison, Buck get out, they get back on G Unit, Buck get back on G Unit, and then they just start going back at it again. And 50 been trolling Buck ever since. Even with Banks, Banks was gone, he came back, he dropped the Hunger for More 3 album, and then you haven't really heard from him anymore. Well, he did drop that last album a couple years ago. I did grab that or download it off of Spotify. But when it comes to Buck, 50 looking at it like, man, I didn't look out for you and this, that, and the third. And you gonna have your opinion about this, that. And Banks, we really don't know because Banks don't really do nothing. And 50 Book, he said that Banks was lazy and didn't want to do a lot. And I could see that in general, not just from Banks, but from all artists, because 50 was out there working. This is why you see Yayo now. He's very big and he's going to be big in podcasting because of his personality. And he even said, when I see somebody like 50 working harder than me, that's inspired me to work. 50 probably worked hundreds of millions, got one of the biggest shows out. And he's still working, he's still grinding. It'd be nice to see all of them come on stage one more time, especially for his diehard fans. Y'all remember that the first G Unit album, and then Game came out with his album, and they was the hottest things. Anything they sold was going platinum. It'd be nice to see all that, but I don't think it's gonna happen anymore. I think Fifth has moved on, and I really think he don't care what Buck and Banks do. Now I know Buck said, "Why is 50 Cent trying to Ja Rule me?" I don't think 50's trying to do that. I think 50 just like, man, this is business. It ain't nothing personal. But but Buck, if you hear this, give your opinion about it. But shout out to Yayo for not saying nothing bad about him. Really ain't nothing bad to say. Everybody doing their own thing, and everybody growing in different directions. I think as much as we want to see the Rockefellers come back together, G Unit come back together, Cash Money come back together, that was so long ago. People are totally different people now. Y'all remember when 50 and Fat Joe was beefing, and now they super cool. So times have changed. But I just want to get my 2 thoughts about it. What do y'all think?